in the thick of it now. This is the center of the channel, and it's pretty rough. I'll just give you an idea. Sea spray everywhere at the moment, so yeah, it's pretty rough to be out here. Well, I'm on board the ferry, and I'm in my cabin as well. It's not too bad. So it's a double, but there's 4 beds in here, so you could actually sleep 4 people. And not a bad little desk there. There's the city of Wellington. So yeah, quite late, quite a long delay so far, but I'm sure we'll be underway within the next 20 minutes, half an hour. And I don't plan to stay in this cabin, I can assure you. I've hold up here because there's somewhere to put my gear at the moment, but once we get out into the open water, I don't think this is going to be a very nice place to be. We'll see, it might all be fine. I've never been so anxious in all my life. Oh, I hate rough ferry ride. I think the one in New Caledonia really put the EBGBs up myself, trying to take care of Tracy for 5 hours. She was doing everything to not throw up, and I was obviously, I think I was more concerned about her, and therefore concentrating on that and not worrying about how I felt. But there was the occasion where I felt my stomach not doing so well. We'll see what happens on this one. I might be blowing it all out my you-know-what, and things might be fine. At least I've got a little on board. You see? If I want to grab a shower, I can. Not that we'll have time to do any of that anyway. So, I'll take you outside and show you a bit around the ferry once we get moving. Well, I'm on the observation deck, but the wind is so hard out there, I'm scared I'll get blown off overboard. I'll give you an idea. Around that corner, it's about 100 mile an hour wind. So there you go. We're not out at sea yet, we're still just exiting Wellington, so it'll be a while before we hit the big stuff. I haven't got much battery left, but I'll leave some left to show you what the sea's like actually crossing the strait. So we're in the thick of it now. This is the center of the channel, and it's pretty rough. I'll just give you an idea. sea spray everywhere at the moment. So yeah, it's pretty rough to be out here. Yeah, it's very difficult to stand without holding on to something. And yeah, it's the roughest I've ever seen. Oh well. Still, we haven't thrown up yet, which is a good thing. Not yet, anyway. We headed out to the centre of the strait into easterly headwinds before turning to starboard and cruising downwind. This reduced the rocking somewhat and the seasickness eased within me. But when we turned to port to sail into Marlborough Sounds, the rough seas got us again on the port side and the ferry started rolling a lot. The ship you can see away from us was the other Blue Bridge ferry heading back to Wellington. They had headwinds the entire crossing, which I think would have been worse. Well, I think the worst is over. We're sort of halfway across the strait. And we've got the wind behind us, so it's blowing us down in the direction we need to go. So we've got prevailing seas and winds, which is a darn sight more comfortable than it was as we came out. The thing that I'm not looking forward to is when we turn to port side to go into the Marlborough Sound, we're going to end up with these seas on the port side of the ferry, which is going to rocket something chronic. But there you go. Anyway, here we go. That's the North Island of New Zealand. Somewhere over there is the south side, and Picton awaits. And before I knew it, it was over, and we were in the shelter of the Marlborough Sound. I gathered my bits and pieces and headed for the van when we got the call to disembark. I certainly hope my trip home in a few weeks will be in calmer seas. So that was quite an experience. Some of the roughest seas I have ever, well, can't say sailed, but had the pleasure of crossing. And yeah, there were people using sick bags, and I literally couldn't handle it anymore. So I went outside, and I managed to survive on the open deck, just watching the South Island approach through the haze. And all of a sudden we were in the Marlborough Sound, and yeah, everything was pleasant again. And here we are, basically arriving in Picton. we're at the Cork and Keg. I've just spoken to the people here and they are so friendly and really accommodating. Please, yeah, bring your motorhome in, come in and park up, get yourself sorted, free parking, free Wi-Fi, and then come into the pub and have a beer. I couldn't think of anything else better. So here we go. This is the Cork and Keg. And we're here, parked up.
Strong.